Hey everybody, it is Mike Brown with Votel.ai, and I see my mic is on today. That is perfect for a live stream. You definitely need a mic for a live stream. I think I learned that yesterday. Well, today I want to show you guys some of the cool features inside Votel. And we got some really killer task management systems in here inside Votel you can use to run your agency. Your clients can use to run their business. You can use it to run a development team like we do. You can use it to run support, because it's so flexible how the system's built in here. And I just want to give you guys a quick tour. The team's been adding so many features into tasks. It is ridiculous. We now have projects in here I'm going to be showing you. We have custom task types. We have custom statuses. So many great features I'm going to be showing you in here today. So this is inside Votel.ai. On the left-hand side, you're going to click on tasks. And some of the default views you guys have on tasks are, pretty standard. You got all tasks, my tasks today, due this week, overdue, completed. And so you can quickly see at a glance, what needs to be done today. Now, all these tabs up here can be customized. These are actually just saved views, and we give you default views that are, pretty common, I would say, in the industry. But you can come up here on the top and you can see what the filter is for these views, and you can customize them. Right. And so one of the things I want to show you up here at the top is going to be this projects drop down. Everybody in here has one project of default, but you can add as many projects as you want. So you can see here, I have a project of development. So when I click on this, I can see, all my development tasks in here. And this is some example data. So we got features, bugs, chores, tasks, etc. And if I want to group these things, maybe by priority, I can say group by priority. And now I got all my tasks broken down how I want. So very easy to search, filter, sort, group in here to see it exactly how you want to see it. Now, for me, particularly with our team, we like to stay organized and we love using the custom views. So I actually come in here and I add in a custom view called dev, and I like to put an icon to match it. So we'll go ahead and pick a code icon, make it green. Now we got a dev view on the top. And so what I like to do is, come in here and change the filters. Maybe I don't want to see the closed. Maybe I do want to group it by priority. Maybe I don't. So whatever you change up here, you can actually save it to the view. So it's the default view for this tab, which is really cool. Now let's open up one of these tasks and let me show you what's inside and how this works. So inside your task management system, you got the project. This is basically where the task lives in the system. And then you have these statuses. Now, these statuses can be customized, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You also have the ability to change the priority. You got tags, and you got some additional properties like when it was created, how long you think it's going to take, etc. You do have the spot for description, and this does support, some basic text editing in here. So I want to make stuff bold, underlined, etc. Paste in some code, I can do that. But we also got subtasks, right? So if you need to delegate, break down projects into multiple subtasks, assign them to your team, you can do that in here as well. But one of the things we actually use in here, I would say the most, is just tagging people on your team. You may have comments going back and forth and you need to communicate with your team. Well, you can do that here. Your team can acknowledge the messages, give it a thumbs up, etc. But to really be successful in here in tasks, I would say it's going to revolve around two different main things to get started. First, you want to make sure you have all your projects created inside tasks. So you can click this button to add a new project. In here, each project has two components. You're going to have a status template. These are going to be the status drop downs for your tasks. So you have custom statuses for each board, right? You might have different statuses for development, different statuses for support, different statuses for marketing. And this is where you can customize all of those. So give it a name, reorder it, right? Give it a color. and you can customize that in here. Next, we have different task types, right? So when you're doing actions in the CRM, we got some built-in ones, like you may want to do a call, an email, an SMS, create a reminder for yourself to do that. And for development, you might have things like bugs, features, etc. Those are your task types. So once you create your project, you're going to pick your task type template and your status template, and now you can use those inside your tasks. So what you're going to do here next is you're going to be creating your tasks, and you're going to be using those status templates, and you're going to be using those type templates, and then you're going to go ahead and create your views. Many times you want to create a view for, let's say, development tickets, right? And then maybe I want to see things that are overdue. So I can go ahead and create a new view, and we'll call this dev overdue. For this one, I'm going to make it red, right? We're going to have a little clock on there. That's going to be the icon. Now, if I go to this tab, I can go ahead and set some filters. So here I'm going to set the due date. I'm going to say it is, let's say, overdue. Right, so now I got my things that are overdue here. I could save this on the filter, and now I got two different views here. If I want to continue breaking this down, I could go ahead and create another view where things are assigned to me. I can create another view for things that are urgent. Maybe for this one, I'll go ahead and use like a fire emoji, like something that's urgent. And I'll go ahead and make this yellow. Right, we'll go ahead and add this on here. And for this one, let's go ahead and set the filter to be where the priority is urgent. Right, so now I got another view up here on the top. So it's really easy to come in here and customize the views to get it to match how you want it to work inside your business. Again, this is everything that we use in our system for development. Our entire dev team actually uses the built-in tasks inside Votel. And it makes it so easy to basically track everything on a customer basis. So when you're working in tasks, or you're working on, let's say, dev tickets or tasks, you can actually have a lead associated with each individual item. So if I click this lead name right here, Mr. Alex Bob, on the right-hand side, the task assigned to Alex Bob. So the whole team is basically in the loop on any sort of dev tickets, any sort of support tickets. You got this right here at your fingertips. You can click on it and you can access it right here from the contact as well. And we make creating tasks a breeze. So when you come in and let's say you're talking to a contact right here and they need something, you also got the ability to push this plus button here. And we got a cool little short menu on how you can add tasks, right? So I can say call back or send contract, right? I can give it a description. I can put it in a certain project. I can assign it to someone. And we got these task type icons right here. And one of the things I actually like the most in here is these task type icons can be customized, right? So look at this. When I switch from default board to development project, right, I get these different icons. These are actually the task type templates that I selected for this project. And there's an icon associated with each one. So look at this. I got a bug icon. I got this little star icon for feature, right? And let me show you where those are set because these change. This is so cool. So if I go back into tasks, I'm going to open up my project. I'm going to edit this. On the type templates, you'll notice we got these little icons right here next to the label. This allows you to customize the compact view here so you can recognize this task type just based on that icon. So customize those icons, then you'll see it on the contact. That's why you see the icons change as I'm changing the project. So if this was a bug ticket here, excuse me, this was a bug ticket here, I could go ahead and click on the little bug icon and say, fix this issue. All right, I can start typing in a description. See image for more detail. And so this thing will expand to add as much detail as you need there, which is really cool. And if I want to set the due dates, right, I can go ahead and click these +1 days, +1 week, etc. And I can click it multiple times to increment it. I can go ahead and just click save. Now we got a task here on the unified timeline on the contact, which is cool. So I can click that, I can see it. I can also open it up here by just clicking on it here. So very, very cool task management system. And some of the things the team has recently added, I just went over the projects and went over the custom task types. We now have the ability to do multiple assignees, which is great. So just click on that. You can have as many assignees as you want. Another great feature in here the team just added is the ability to add watchers. Sometimes you have people just watching a ticket because you're interested in it. You're watching a task because you're interested, right? You're monitoring a deal. You want to see if it closes. It's not assigned to you, right? You're just interested. And so that's the purpose of watchers. You get the push notifications in the system, so you get notified of the updates. So check out that feature as well. But this is going to be kind of the core foundation of tasks. I think with this, just using the save views, the filters, the built-in projects, you're going to be able to manage just about any sort of project in here. We replace tons of software and do it all in-house now in our own task management system, which is really, really cool. So I appreciate you guys joining me today on this video. I want to get in here and show you guys some of the new features and how we use the tasks, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.